What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Red FWE here, and the goal of today's video is to answer one simple question, and is that should marijuana be legalized for recreational purposes? And simply, the answer is yes. But today I'm going to give a good talk about the good and the bad of legalization. So first, let's get the bad underway. Now the bad is pure speculation. So the theory is with legal marijuana, there's going to be a rise in crime, and the cartel and the black market is going to thrive. Now, the states that have legalized it have seen a decrease in crime and black market activity. Because why would you go to the corner store? I mean, the guy on the corner, when you can just, go to a shop or grow your own. It just doesn't make any sense. But, it's still possible. Now, the other bad is that the marijuana has still got the stigma that it's a gateway drug, which it just isn't true. If you want to look at it, opioids are the real gateway drug. I was watching an episode of Drugs Inc. where they threw a statistic of like 81% of heroin users started off with pain pills. They'd hurt their back, and then they'd take their pain pills and they'd get addicted to them. So to me, the opioid pain pills are the real gateway drug. But they still think that when there's more access to marijuana, that the opioids and the other drugs usage will increase, which a new study came out that is not true as well, that they're actually using marijuana to treat opioid addiction and not solving, but you're helping people get off opioids while using marijuana. Now they did have methadone, but again, you're just trading heroin for methadone. The difference between using marijuana isn't the same as using methadone, because methadone is still an addictive substance. It's an easier substance to, break the addiction. But marijuana is not addictive. I think it said like 3% of marijuana users admit to addiction, but the truth behind it is, it's more of a physical addiction it's more of a mental addiction instead of a physical addiction. So the withdrawal symptoms aren't going to be as bad. Now, so that's basically the bad side. So let's talk about the good. So let's get the obvious ones out of the way first. Increased tax revenue. Huge benefit. The amount of money that legal states are getting for taxes are insane. It is $1 billion market. There's a way to fix your schools, your roads, just an improvement in overall life quality by just legalizing a harmless plant. Now with increased tax revenue, again, you get better roads, better schools, but everybody makes more money. There's more jobs. That's number two. The amount of jobs that comes with the market of legalized marijuana are insane. There's hundreds of jobs, from growers to people that make the lights, to people that make hydro systems, to fertilizer companies, to trimmers, to deliveries. There's countless jobs created. Now, the one that goes along with the bad side, but is also good, is the battling of heroin addiction. Now, like I touched on this before, it's, they're using it to treat heroin addiction. Huge benefit. Number 4 is veterans, sick kids. They would get easier access because they're being able to run tests and get more concrete evidence of these studies that are proven to work towards epilepsy in children, where the most famous study is Charlotte's Web. She was having countless seizures a day, and using CBD oil, cannabidiol, a compound in marijuana, the non-psychoactive form of marijuana. Not cured her, she's having just a couple a week instead of hundreds. Huge benefit. PTSD in veterans, where they're coming back, having war flashbacks, having trouble, integrating back with with normal society. It's helping them. It's calming them down. It's letting them, making the transition a lot easier. That alone should be worth a look at legalizing. Come on, we owe our veterans everything. The fifth is simply, it's a freedom. It's a plant. It was put on here for our consumption, for our use. Just the same way you would grow corn to nourish your body, you grow marijuana to nourish your mind. That, think about it. Do you really want the government telling you you can or cannot use something as harmless as a plant? Come on, alcohol and tobacco are sold everywhere. They're constantly advertised. They're constantly pushed on us. Come on, we have countless holidays where binge drinking is accepted, and yet we're ostracized or outcasts because we decide, our form of relaxation, our form of medication is marijuana, is a plant that was put here to help us. Why not? What is the worst thing that could happen with legalization? Nothing. You get countless of opportunities coming from just that new market opening up. It's insane. But they still will not budge. You got an attorney general like Jeff Sessions who goes on record in a congressional... he goes on record saying that no good people smoke marijuana. So, why do we let a guy like that into office? He is making decisions for us where no good people smoke marijuana. That's just insane. That's a over-exaggerated statement that just couldn't be farther from the truth. Some of the most honest and the most decent human beings smoke marijuana. Hell, former President Barack Obama admitted he inhaled. He admitting to use marijuana. So you're saying Barack Obama wasn't a good person? Or, most of our government has tried marijuana. Most of Americans have tried marijuana. Hell, most of the world. We just had recently Canada finally legalizing marijuana. The first G7 country to legalize marijuana federally, recreationally. That is insane. America needs to step up and follow their lead. It's time to step away from prohibition and see the better light. We did it with alcohol. We can do it with marijuana, and we desperately need to. Quality of life will go up. I promise. But I'm going to end off the video with saying, remember, be the change you want to see in the world. I love you. Peace.